Hi there, Scorpio, and welcome to Sunshine Intuitive Readings. Thank you for joining my channel. It is a new channel. This will be my first reading for you. I thought it was about time that I brought my sunshine to my YouTube friends. So I hope you enjoy and thank you again. I also encourage you to watch your rising sign forecast, as sometimes there's things that will pop out of there that don't necessarily pop out in your primary sun sign reading. So I definitely encourage you to watch those as well, as there's something that might resonate with what's going on in your life for the month of March as well. Today I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck cards. Very popular cards, and they resonate, the pictures do at least, with many out there. So I thought it would be a great place for us to start. I will be using a very simple spread, 4 cards, symbolic of our 4 elements, which is air, fire, water, and earth. Okay, so without further ado, let's take a peek and see what the stars are saying. See what the cards are saying for the month of March for all of you Scorpios out there. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, if you know me, you know that I like bonuses. So I try to always have 2 bonus cards in every reading. These 2 cards would be symbolic of the overall feeling of your month, the energies impacting you in the month ahead. So we have here the Hanged Man in reverse. The Hanged Man, you know, some people say it's a bad card. It's not. It's actually a meditation card. It's when you're thinking about all the good things that are to come. In reverse, you're doing. You're done meditating. You are doing. So you're definitely going to have a busy month ahead. You're doing a lot of things. I would say that you don't want to run yourself too ragged, though. I see you doing a lot. But again, watch that energy this month. Watch your energy. You know, you can have a million thoughts and ideas running through your head, but you can't do them all in a day, kind of thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. So don't expend your energy too much to the point that you're getting run down, okay? It's the overall feeling of the month. Now, in the position of air, which represents your mind, the creative juices, if you will, that are flowing through, you have the 2 of Wands. So here I see, you know, you're happy with where you're at. You know, I think you've completed a journey, the end of one journey, and you're looking, okay, where do I want to go next? What do I want to do? What do I want to do to build on my kingdom? You know, do I want to move? Do I want to change jobs? You know, I'm happy where I'm at. Nothing wrong with where I'm at. But you are looking at what's that next chapter of my life going to hold. So you're doing a lot of thinking this month too. I mean, you're doing a lot, but you're thinking a lot about what does that next piece of my journey look like. In the fire position, and this represents the things that you hold near and dear to your heart, the things that really get you going, that you want to do, the action card, if you will. The things that you're very passionate about doing. So you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ace of Swords is a very, very powerful card. You know, it's right, it's just, all good things. I see this in reverse. You know, I see that you're doing a lot, and you might be expending some of your energy to get where you want to go in the wrong places. So again, don't get too run down, you know. Prioritize for the greatest impact. I see you getting run down. I see all of the activity that you're doing in a very positive light. But I see that you might be getting run down, and it might be because you're expending your energy, maybe not in all the right places. So, you know, look after your health this month, Scorpio, because I think you're going to be really busy doing things. Are they productive things? Well, you're going to be in control of that one. So make sure that you do the things that are going to really pay off for what you want to achieve, first and foremost. In the water position, you have the Five of Cups card. Now, water represents your emotions, the things that, that you hold close to your heart. The warm and fuzzy things. It's how you're feeling overall, from a standpoint, a well-being standpoint. Now, I see you focusing on things that you've lost. Things that maybe didn't work out the way that you wanted them to in the past. You've got a lot of really good things to focus on moving forward. Don't get hung up on what didn't go right in the past, what didn't go right, what, you could have done better. Sometimes we get in those moods where we focus so much on the past that we start living there, and that's not a great place to be in some situations. It's always good to look back at the birthday parties, right? But but don't get caught up on the things that haven't gone right in the past. Look back for reference and learning only. That's what I always say. We don't live there. Because you've got a lot of really good things going for you right now. They're here. They're here. And if you just turn around, you're going to be exactly where you want to be. So again, sometimes, well, when I did this before, it didn't work out. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work out again, right? If you do the same thing. It doesn't always mean that. So don't run yourself ragged trying to avoid things that may have happened before. You can do those same things again, and it doesn't always necessarily have to turn out the same way. You just have to kind of think about what you want to do. And I think you have thought about what you want to do and how you want to do it. I think you've learned your lessons, but don't get hung up on the past, right? You're on your new journey. You're embarking on your new journey. In the Earth position, I have the Nine of Swords. The Earth position represents material things that you can touch. Sometimes, in some cases, it can be people. So these are things that you can touch, that you can feel. And you have the Nine of Swords, which is interesting because I see this as you're really worried. You're worried about how things are going to turn out. You've definitely made a decision. You're putting it into motion. Again, like I say, do not worry about how it turned out in the past. That doesn't mean it's going to turn out that way in the future. You have the Ace of Swords here in the fire position. Very, very powerful and positive card. You've got it there, but with the wrong mindset, with a negative mindset, or maybe the less than confident mindset, you're not going to see all of the benefits of the activities that you're doing. So be very mindful of how you're approaching things, how you're trying to do things. Sometimes we can do a million things to get one thing done, and if we had have thought about it, maybe we only had to do 500,000 things to get one thing done. So, sometimes when you're lacking in energy, it can keep you up at night because you're thinking, what do we need to do differently to get this outcome? Focus on the future. See the future. See where you want to be, and the path will reveal itself. You got to turn around and look ahead instead of looking back. See, he's looking ahead. I think that's where you want to be. I think your heart needs to follow your head this time. You need to look ahead. Now I'm going to pull one final card, and this is the card that's going to represent, where all of this is going to bring you to the end of the month. So I have the Page of Swords in reverse. Now the Page of Swords in an upright position is all about, there's messages coming, very swift messages. They'll come in very quickly, sometimes harshly. In a reverse position, it's not going to come in swiftly and harshly. It's going to come in very nicely. It's going to come in a way that you can manage it. It's going to come in a way that you don't have to expend your resources to the point that you're completely drained. So don't worry this month. I think you're worried about something that might happen. It's not going to happen. You have to be smart about it. You got to think about it. I'm not saying, just ride the high life and things will work out. You definitely have to be strategic and think about what you want to do. But there is not going to be a swift sword coming down and cutting it all away. So overall, Scorpio, my message to you this month is try not to sweat the small stuff, because there's always going to be small stuff. Focus on what you have. Focus on the good. Turn that frown upside down. And try not to expend your energy to the point that, your physical well-being or your mental well-being, for that case, is in danger. All in all, it looks like a really good month. Just try not to get lost in the weeds, okay? Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next month. I hope you have a great month ahead. Don't sweat the small stuff. Keep your head up. Enjoy the sunshine. And keep smiling. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.